Oh, thanks, John. This is Totally Wired on a Sunday night with me, Graham Duff, and Mr. Michael Bradshaw by my side. And that was Stereolab and Jenny on Diolin.
Yep, I'm always right inside saddle with my friend Graham Duff on a Sunday night. And I mentioned Core at the beginning of the programme. We're going to talk to Core in just a few seconds, or at least Lee and James from the band. But this is something that they've got recorded recently. This is called Glue. Glue by Core, and Lee and James from Core are in the studio here at Surf 107. This is Totally Wired with Mike and Graham, and you can see Core tomorrow night, Monday the 7th, at the Pressure Point in Brighton. Lee and James, thanks for coming in.
It's cool, man.
Thank you. Nice noise at the end of that track, I felt.
Yeah, man. Very cool.
Electronics going on.
Yeah.
You've been going for a fair time, haven't you, in one guise or another, is that right?
Yes, we have. We've been going a long time. Probably far too long. No, we've been going a long time, but we've had changes along the way. And now, you know, new lineups, new strategy, things are happening for us.
It's a new time, it's a new time.
There's a lot of electronics going on in that track, I noticed, lots of loops and things. Is that something that you've just started to put into the music?
Yeah, we're going to explore that right until we can't explore no more. We like that shit, definitely.
But it's like accessible and experimental at the same time, which, you know, always goes down well on Totally Wired at any rate. Tell me about some of the last few years then, because last year you won the Brighton's Most Wanted spot, is that right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? What was that all about?
Well,
as everything, it's kind of as a band who are kind of on the kind of edge of always doing something or signing something or whatever. You never believe it till the fat lady sings, and we just sent a tape into the Levs, who are respected throughout the whole of Brighton anyway, and we were really surprised when we were surprised enough when we actually got shortlisted, but then to actually win the thing was quite a surprise.
Yeah, because they compiled a CD of Brighton bands, didn't they? And Brighton, bands and musicians and so on.
That's right.
And they put that out. Yeah. And you kind of came top of the tree.
Yeah.
And so, what did that mean for you to do that?
Well, we were very, to be respected or to be put to the top of the pile. I mean, it's when it comes to music, it's not really being top of the pile. It's just maybe someone getting something out of it that maybe someone else wouldn't, But there's a lot of music in Brighton. There's a lot of good stuff that's being unheard at the moment, and they need to look a bit further, as all companies and etc. do. But yeah, it was excellent to get it. It was excellent to play Brixton Academy and support them. Very nice guys, and we had a whale of a time. We just want to keep that going.
So is the track that came out on the Wanted CD, which came out in '97, is that, if people bought that now or heard that now, would they is it kind of similar to what you're doing now, or have you completely revamped it in the last year or so?
Yeah, we've revamped because now we've got a programmer completely on board. Before we used to try and make effects through guitars and whatever, and we were going into studios and using the house engineers to create our loops and work with the programming. So eventually we got our own programmers on board, and so now
we just figured if you're going to do it, you got to do it. If you don't dip your toes in the water with music as such.
No, you jump in.
Yeah.
Feet first.
Bloody right.
We haven't got a drummer now either, so it's completely programmed.
Yeah.
Listen, let's play the Glue dub, which you've got on this. Well, it's not available, is it? It's just like I suppose, what is it? A demo? Is it a calling card type thing? Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's just a sort of taste of what we're up to right now. But I mean, everything as such, anything that's recorded really is a demo. So I suppose it is a kind of demo. Come, give us a chance.
We got about 30 tracks recorded now, up to this sort of standard, and this is just one of them. We've
just been getting our heads down and working
right now.
Get your head down and work.
Core at the Pressure Point tomorrow night, and this is Court and Glue dub. that comes with the fully guaranteed certificate of totally wired quality. That is Core and Glue Dub, and Core are playing 4 gigs upcoming tomorrow night at the Pressure Point, which I think will be good, and 18th of December in Maidstone, Saturday 19th in Hastings, not too far to go, Crips, and London on the 21st at the Camden, Barfly and the Falcon. Tell me about Glue Dub. I've got Lee and James in the studio from Core. Tell me about Glue Dub. Who mixed that? Did you do that yourselves, or did you get somebody in to do that for you?
No, we're actually doing everything pretty much ourselves. I mean, obviously collaborating with various kind of, you know, the programmer has a lot to do. We've got kind of our own little place now where we kind of try and cut out the middleman, and obviously means that we can work more at our own pace. And I just want to give a little shout out to Nelly, our programmer, who's probably at home with a steak on his face.
Why has he been in a fight?
He certainly has.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
no.
Unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Never stop. No, it's not. It's just one of those things, man.
Oh dear.
Get better big time, people, my little boy.
Well, we wish him well. I hope
Yeah,
he's...
man, he's totally cool.
Is he
We're
all
still up
right?
for it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be worth getting along just to see if he's all right. But that's a serious bass sound you got on that as well, which is good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people wimp out on those on
Oh,
the
we love low end.
so-called dubs. So you like low end.
We're from the church of the low end, you know.
All right. So what will people, if people come along to the Pressure Point tomorrow night? What sort of live thing do you do?
That's
Full throttle?
Full throttle.
Yeah,
lots of energy,
always,
Lots
always.
of movement.
Foot up on the
Entertainment.
monitors? Foot up on the
yeah.
monitors?
Well, we're trying to cut that down a little bit. Yeah, you know, it's imagine we've got a lot of origins in kind of still kind of quite heavy alternative music, but we're just trying to sort of move away from that kind of sludge thing, you know, where you kind of just get your heads down and groove, man. You know, so it's like we like
bits
to move.
of drum and bass, bits of jungle. It's all kinds of influences going in there. Lots of melody on the singing, big
Then-
guitars.
There's nothing on the telly, so calm down, right?
That's true. And he's got 3 other gigs lined up, and I guess it's going to be pretty quiet over Christmas and New Year, but presumably next year things are going to start happening again.
Well, yeah, we're kind of looking. Things are sort of bubbling right now, but they, you know, you're always ready to go. But hopefully, New Year, it's really going to kick off, and it's been really cool to be on here. Actually, nice to have the time.
Good. Well, we've enjoyed it, and Graham especially dug your bass so much.
Yeah,
Didn't we,
man.
Graham?
I thought it was very, very fun.
There's not enough microphones to go around in this studio. So. Graham's
I'm crouching in the corner.
he's in the car. Listen, Lee and James, have fun tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Thanks for
man.
coming in. Come back on soon.
We'd love to.
We will do.
Get us back, man.
No worries.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Take care.